Hey guys, Steve Gallia from Algonquin Fly Tying Supply. Today we're going to tie a neat little pattern using some of the new Semperfli material that we've got in the shop. It is some great stuff, really innovative, and this is a simple pattern that should be very effective if my instincts prove correctly. So what we've got here is a Semperfli 18-aught nano silk thread. It's really fine stuff, very strong, perfect for small little flies like this. This is a size 12 hook. It's already got bead chain eyes lashed on just to save a bit of time. So that's the start of it. That's the frame of the hook, is that 12-aught wet fly hook with the bead chain eyes. Then we're going to use a tuft from a piece of marabou. In this case it's going to be black because that's going to match the color of the last part of this fly, which is I'm using Semperfli's Straggle String, which is a really fine chenille. It's actually a 2-strand chenille. You can see fine little fibers there, perhaps, that'll really move in the water. And this is the mix pack, which has 10 colors of natural types. We've got other options as well, but in this case I'm going to use this. I've been playing around with it. As you can see, I've really been using the black a lot. I've tied about a dozen or so of these patterns on it now, and I expect that each of these different shades will be able to tie about a dozen flies depending on the size. So it's a really simple pattern, as I said. So we'll start with the nano thread. You could really use any thread you want, but I really like this stuff, so I'm going to take advantage of it. And so you lay down a bit of a base. As you can see, that base is practically invisible. This white stuff takes color well too, by the way. So you tie down your base, and you clip off your tag end. Then you go to your marabou, and you find some of this kind of the poorer stuff at the end, the poor quality stuff at the end that wouldn't have any use in most flies, but good enough for a tail on a small fly. And you measure that to be roughly about the length of the shank. And once you do that, you lash it on. As I'm doing here, now that I've got that lashed on, I'm gonna kind of get rid of that wastage portion, and I'm gonna make sure that this marabou is on really nicely. It's not going anywhere. And there's your tail. The last part is really simple. You take about a 3 to 4 inch swath of this straggle string. I've been playing around with it. I'm aligning it so the fibers are angling backwards, and then you take your nano silk and you lash it along the shank of the hook really well. The neat thing about this straggle stuff, by the way, is it's got UV coating, so it looks black, but when you shine it under light, it's got a purpley sheen to it as well, and so it really looks impressive when you look at it up close and you shine it under light. It's got a lot of glitter and sheen to it, and it's kind of cool. So you're basically making a very simple woolly bugger pattern with beadhead chain eyes, and really fine material, but kind of modern material. In this case, this straggle thread I got, which is in about, as I said, about a 3 to 4 inch length, turned out to be just right. So now I'll tie it down with the nano silk a couple of times behind, a couple of times in front, take the nano silk behind the eye, and I will clip off this tag end of the straggle string, do a few turns behind the eye of the hook, get my whip finishing tool, give it a 1, 2, 3, 4 turn whip finish, close it up, probably remove this little bit of thread that's attached to that. And I don't know how it got there, but of course it's going to get there in the video. And then once I've got that, clip her down. At this point, because I always do it anyway, I'm just going to get a little bit of head cement and put it on the nano silk just to toughen up the fly even more. And let's get a little bit more. There we go. So that's the finished fly. What you've got there is a really neat, a little chain-eyed micro bugger. You can see top view. It's a neat little bugger in the round. It would pass as a stone fly, or it just looks particularly buggy, should sink just a bit. Can't say I've tried them yet, but I have tried micro buggers of other designs and they work great. And this has all the makings of those, and even better because of the UV coating. These are things you can do with this new straggle string, which, as I said, in this pack card comes in 10 assorted colors, so you can try it and find out what works for you. And when you do that, then you could order spools of those colors. I'll be ordering black soon, you can be sure of that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. It's Steve Gallia from Algonquin Fly Tying Supply. Please visit my shop at www.algonquinflytying.com. Have a great day. Spring's almost here.